It's October 30th, 2025. I usually don't play around earnings. I think it's always a coin flip, no matter how much you look into the graph. I've learned that lesson the hard way many times. However, I am going to play Amazon, but I'm not going to play short term calls or anything crazy like that. I'm going to go in with leaps for Amazon. And the reason for that is a few things. One, it just closed this gap that I've been watching on the 4 hour and the daily time frame. I've been really waiting for that to be filled before I enter, and I'm glad I did. There's some serious euphoria earlier this week. I did not FOMO, and I'm very happy with myself. Um, that said, we're closing the gap. Earnings is in just a few hours, and I'm excited. Here's what I think is going to happen. Here's why I think it's going to happen. Now, if I'm wrong, disclaimer: this is not financial advice, but I just had to put on YouTube just as evidence, and so I can improve my predictions too. So, what I think is going to happen with Amazon is I think they're going to go up on earnings. I think it's not worth playing a short term call. We do have an end of year rally that's seasonally Q4 is really hot going into the Santa rally that you sometimes hear about. So I'm not doing anything short term. Maybe I'll do one call like in December would be the shortest I would go. But I'm playing like January, March, June next year. I have a little bit in each bucket. So I think Amazon's going to go to the moon eventually. Earnings now, what's going to happen with earnings specifically? Well, we got to look at how Meta and Microsoft and Google did. Meta absolutely tanked in the toilet. Two reasons. One, they had a huge tax bill from the Trump Big Beautiful bill. They had a one-time tax write-off for that. Then they had huge capex increase as a percentage basis. So huge tax bill, huge amount of capex increase that was unexpected. Google, they went up primarily on their search was the big thing. And yeah, I think they're gonna retrace a little bit as well. Probably down a bit more, I would guess. I mean, I'm not sure what happened to Microsoft. Yeah, they had a lot of capex. They didn't see any notice of a huge tax bill, so just a bit more capex than expected. Here's the thing, though: the market knows that Microsoft and Meta had huge capex. They're all expecting Amazon to have a huge increase in capex, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as much as Meta had for capex increase, like on a percentage basis. And I think the market, when they see earnings tomorrow, they're going to see that actually, it was maybe a little bit more, but it was in line with our expectations. And like compared to Meta, Amazon, you're doing awesome. I mean, I was just trying to get some history here, doing some Googling, doing some chat GPTing. I mean, they already have GPU data centers dating back to 2010. They maybe don't have it to a science, but as long as they got the chips, they can keep building it out. And I did ask ChatGPT if they will have as high of an increase in capex as Meta, and the assessment from ChatGPT is yes. However, Amazon already spends a ton on capex, 100 billion, and on a pure percentage basis, going from 100 billion to maybe 120 billion, that's 25% increase. But compared to Meta, and I'm just summarizing, Meta is doubling its capex, and so they're doing 100% increase. So of course the market is going to see that and just be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are spending so much money. What are you going to do with all these data centers and all this money you're spending?" Like it's just crazy. Um, but Amazon, here's the thing: they've been building data centers for so long. They know how to do it. It's to a science. Meta, I think it's a little newer to Meta, and they're trying to catch up with the AI race. Amazon, they already have GPU data centers. They have all this stuff. It's just spend the money and make it happen. So they just opened a new AI data center in Indiana. They're opening other data centers soon. I mean, my prediction is AI is still hot. I mean, Powell even mentioned it in FOMC yesterday. He said that we're no guarantee of December rate cuts, but some stocks aren't impacted, like AI. So who's going to win the AI race? Nobody really knows, but I would bet that tomorrow Amazon earnings is going up. Of course, this is not financial advice. Earnings are always a coin flip, no matter what anyone tells you, unless you have insider knowledge, which I don't. I'm just going based off what I see in the news. So that's why I think up is the direction for Amazon. And I mean, we'll see. Tomorrow could be a big red day too. So I don't think it's worth playing a one day to expiry contract call. That's what I'm going to play further out, and we'll see what happens. So fingers crossed for Amazon.